Uh, Bally Blade Maid lent me this rep. It is a Static Knives Japanese Tanto. It is Static Knives Anomalous Liners. It has FFF V4 Channel Spacers. I always said spacers and scales wrong. And these are JT scales. I don't know if they were dyed black. Wow, I think this isn't terribly sharp. I just slant. Yeah, okay, thank goodness. I don't know if these scales were dyed black, but I know that the blade was modded, and the person who modded it was like so jealous. Like, damn, I wish I had this. And let me tell you, damn, I wish I had this. It is one of the coolest sounding battle songs in my opinion. Obviously, sound is subjective. Everything in this hobby more or less is subjective. You could say certain things about like tolerance is less subjective, but like when I first heard this, my mind was blown. I've never heard anything like this. And I don't know if it's the anomalous liners. I don't know if it's the channel spacers. It's probably both. Maybe the blade even. It's hard to tell what is making this battle song sound so unique. Ow. That was not even the blade. That was the Zen nipple. Ugh. Ow. That was a really bad pinch. Jesus. It's like one of the worst pinches I've had since the Mako. So yeah, I guess in terms of negatives, there's kind of 1.5. Ow, 1. Zen nipple pinched me real bad. I almost forgot about that until just now. Fuck. The other one is, I was talking to my friend Cream Soda, and Cream Soda was saying that he did not like how one of his reps had, oh my god, like, look at this. This is from a Zen nipple pinch. Ow, what the fuck? It's like internal bleeding. So he was saying something about how he didn't like how much handle gap his rep had. And I was like looking at it and I didn't think much of it because I'm like, that looks fine and average. I want to say it was maybe slightly bigger than this. And like to me, I'm like, a handle gap is not that big of a deal to me. I have a velocity, serum velocity decode, which if you see my video, oh no, it's like, it's hard to see, but it's like at the very top of my my rack. But watch some of my other videos. I bring it up with this. I will bring this up later, actually. This manifold. I need to put these fucking cans away. This manifold garden, not manifold garden. That's a video game. Manifold 3D Balisong case. And so to me, a handle gap is not that big of a deal. The decode cannot fit in this, which is fine because if you were to account for it, it would actually probably be too wide for literally everything else. This rep is my what I call the Rallis rep, and it's like thinner than my pinky, but this rep open is actually like pretty wide for a lot of people. If you actually see it closed, this is how wide it is closed, and it's actually too wide to fit in this closed. It does not fit in this. It does fit when it's open. But I have to have it open, and it is a live blade, so you know it's a little spooky. But again, not Manifold 3D. Yeah, not Manifold 3D's fault. That's more of a damn. That's a wide Balisong, and I wouldn't even have thought about it until I've had this stand, right? So that is possibly because of the blade, but also the liners. I honestly don't really know, and sometimes like my rep has a very very small handle gap, and it's almost definitely because of the blade, and so like sometimes the Zen nipple gets either crushed over time, or it's because some person just sanded it down. I don't even fucking know, to be perfectly honest, but this is not my Balisong, nor do I even particularly care about a wide handle gap. The only reason why I do care is simply because of the stand, and if it were my own, I would hang it up on this wall. And god, do I fucking love how this sounds. Besides how mad I am at that Zen nipple pinch, hurts so badly. God fucking damn. This is one of the most beautiful fucking reps I've seen. It's just a very nice, consistent mod job with the liners, and it's consistent with the spacers more or less. You know, obviously it's not the exact same shade, but like it's only 2 colors, and it's black and purple, and that's a good color combo. I mean, we've seen the Vault Pro. It has the now black and purple combo. Oh my god, that's good. and it's just so cool. I also love when blades have like cutouts like this. I mentioned before, it made me think of the DCB Genesis, one of the grails that I'm hunting for real badly. I want a Jenny so fucking bad. And I don't know, these liners are so cool. I assume that this is probably the biggest reason why it sounds so unique. And I like how it's like, I don't know if it's symmetrical, like if you line them up. They're probably symmetrical, but like because they're not symmetrical when they're back to back like this, they have like this sort of overlapping like lattice-esque sort of layer. Also, one thing to note about this rep, not that it is maybe of as much interest, is that this tune is impeccable. This is one of the best fucking tune reps I've ever flipped. And there's like, oh, so slightly a chance for blade rub, but like, no tap. Very, very little play. Well, like a little bit more play on one handle, but like, it feels so fucking good to fan. And it's so beautifully neutral. I do actually remember thinking to myself about how when I was flipping the Zyzics, when I was doing vertical thumb rollovers, I felt like sometimes this lacked a bit of momentum on the tip of the blade. And I'm able to do it like fairly consistently, but there are occasionally times where I've had this stall in like various rollover positions where like there wasn't just enough momentum, wasn't just enough momentum carrying the blade from my, it just meant I had to be a little bit more precise and I had to be a little bit more careful, and a little bit more like, I had to give it a little bit more gas for certain things. And so like that's not a fault of the design, that's just like an observation. Again, like some people prefer a lot more tip weight, some people prefer a lot more ass weight. This is actually, for the most part, as far as I can tell, very evenly distributed weight, which is really nice. It feels very consistent, feels very good. And then there are times where I'm like, oh, I kind of like how, like, I like how the Zyzics has like a little bit of tip weight, but I'm not asking this to have that. It's just more of like an observation, and I don't want that for everything. And I, like in the moment, I was like, oh, maybe if this had a little bit more tip weight, I would like it more. But frankly, part of why I have a collection is because I like the variety. Variety is the spice of life, baby. And frankly speaking, if this was in my collection, I would very much enjoy just having the variety of like hearing the sound, and it's a really good flipper. So, my friend Valley Blade Maid, if you for whatever fucking reason want to part with this, I call fucking dibs. I don't know. I'll give you a trade offer. I'll give you something. I'll figure it out. We'll figure something out if you ever want to part with this. I will say also, grip is just kind of okay. It's got nice scales, G10 scales, but there's not really any jimping. There's no jimping on the liners, and the spacers have it, which is nice, but when jimping does not go all the way across, it is not nearly as helpful, even if it is deep, which this is like, not like crazy deep. But yeah, this rep, it's fucking bonkers. And so like, Static Knives makes the Icarus and the, the Icarus mostly, actually. The Static Knives makes the Icarus, and there's also like the Artemis, which has not been in production for a while, but has been focusing on blades and has some liners for the rep. And frankly speaking, I pretty comfortably endorse them. They're good. They're good. I love the Icarus, and frankly speaking, with how good this rep feels, of course you could always customize your rep. I think I just cut myself. Oh well. Yeah. Static Knives make some good fucking shit, and this rep is proof. Anyways, thanks Bally Blade Maid for lending me these two knives. Yeah, again, if you don't want this, I'll find a way to take it off your hands. Cause holy shit, it's so nice. And yeah, if you like this video, check it out. Like it, comment, subscribe. Sit on that subscribe button's face. Just absolutely step on it. Tell it who's whatever gender you are, parent. And I have a video on my on my rep trainer. I have a video on the Rallis rep. And yeah, I don't know. Have a good one. Happy flipping, gamers.